This is Lamb Weston, River Bay, and number 2 transport exports on the services they got available to import export. Realty office, Pacific Realty office, also the administration office here, and then number 4 and number 2 is back. They got the freight confirmation, mileage, destination point, location, time limit, duration, how many fries, what's packaged, what's in the fries, how many boxes of fries, the containment, freezing point, the temperature, the gauges, meters, everything's upgraded, processed, backed in, refrigerated, cooled. This is the cooling area. This is the area where they have segments of refrigeration and cooling their systems down, and they have backup on transport. When you're back and rear is, everything is negility processed and ready to go. Hoses are ready for transport, mileage, fuel, destination, and also the maintenance is a process that's already done since you're working for the company, and the other companies are incorporated for their delivery routes, for the contracts. They'll sit there and have durations of awaiting invoice, transport, put it on the pallets. And right now we're at 600 pallets that are pulled off from the 50 stacks, and that's a lot of services here. And this is July 31st. No, July 30, I'm sorry, August 1st. This is August 1st, 2019. The processing they got going on for import exports for fast food, restaurants, bars, fast food chains, McDonald's, Burger King, just like that. McDonald's, Burger King, Carl's Jr., PF chains, Winco, Safeway, and Safeway, Albertsons, Safeways, all in California stores, which are casinos, bars, Texas outlet stores, which is marinated beef, sirloin, ribeye, marinated ribs, beer batter, beer materials, Budweiser, Bud Light, any Budweiser and Bud Light products. And import exports to services would be the foreign products, of course, of alcohol. And alcohol and USDA approved Black Angus that's pulled off the slaughter floor into the hide room, which would be belts, leather jackets, any kind of leather chaps, any leather gloves, any Nike products you'd be wearing, which would say Elite Force on it. Elite Force with the logistic on the program, heavy artificial armor, birdie armored Nike products, all the way to golf products. Nike products, which would be your drivers, your 1 iron, which is your driver. The second is and the third, your 9 iron, your 8 iron, your golf range, and then the golf courses always have access to the potatoes, and the potatoes have access to hash browns, curly fries, straight fry, stir fry, and they're always competed in against China and Japan on legalities to speed the process up. We'll have everything transported by train, as you can see. When you transport everything by train, you have Bay 5 will be awaiting arrival of transport back in that truck. It's all maintained and equipped, just like our railroad cars. Now, the policy and procedures on railroad cars is try not to damage the pinions and the pinions and also the bolts here. That's a no-no. But if it happens, it happens, because you lose leverage and you accidentally hit the bolt and it strips it. So they have to be replaced. So make sure that that list and well reviewed by a professional. I can replace that within seconds. Not hours, not weeks, not months, seconds. Replace it quickly. There's no downtime. Pull all these cars out, get into the area where you have to weld and tack, feed, arc weld, number 3. Pull all of the adversary weak points on the matter for the connections, the main connections, and process everything and have it shipped on time, destination area, offloaded, and sent in, locked up, put in bay 2. This will shut off at 0 degrees. It's at 6. When it hits 0, right now it's going to a freezing point of 0. It's at 6 right now. And when it hits 0, it'll be continuous at 0. And it'll stay at 0 after it collects all that information and data. Those are number 1. This is the harvester. Number 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. Now this is the connection. You hit one of these or get it replaced, we'll replace in seconds. Pinions. We'll have mandatory snap-on, tie-ons, connections, leaks, weak points on the welding bit, welding for the bead, the eyeball, the main source of heat source, the beads to make sure they're connected and fully fulfilled in the fill of fabrication on the weak points on the railroad car. So there will be no downtime leaving the transport behind because the link on the system's damaged, and it was left behind because of these pulleys. These are why these are so important. These pulleys and these fabs, they get damaged. They get so damaged that the connectors on these get stripped. The teeth on these get stripped. And when they get stripped, they're not going to function no more, and they're going to have to leave behind and lose a shipment, lose process, import, export, Japan, China, whatever the case might be. India always has an airport, and India always has a railroad system, and India gets a new railroad system. So when these get tampered with and they lose transport, Saudi Arabia gets upset, India gets upset, and they provide services for the contract. So these have to be moderated. See this? This is very simple. Tack welds on these, the weeds, the eyeball. He melted this down. What he did was heat this up and bend it and then tacked on, because this one is really damaged really bad, but he did his best he could make sure these fabs is connected so it won't happen again. No downtime or no loss of customers providing services for China, Japan, or India and Saudi Arabia. These are dollar value. 96 has gone up. This is the wind chill 0000285. Closed. And this will shut off at 0 degrees. When everything's moderated at 0, stabilized at 0, it will shut off. It will conserve energy. latches. This one's at 3 degrees. It's going to stabilize at 0. As soon as everything freezes up, stabilize, it's going to conserve energy and shut off and kick back on. Once it hits that 1 degree or half of 1 degree, it kicks on. Now, transport, fast foods, Winkos, Safeways, all Safeways in California, all Albertsons in California have a strong chain of demand. The demand has, for the dollar value and also the recession for the last 10 years, they had bankruptcies, overhaul programs, bankruptcy over the last 10 years. Changed the ownerships, identities because they filed bankruptcy, couldn't afford those, and they lost out. And then the competition they got is brutal. Pretty much, pretty brutal, basically ruthless. Any individual in the society of entrepreneur business, free enterprise, they got the UBI number, active UBI number, disclosure, manifest, abstract record, mileage, calculation, companies, contractors, semi-trucks, Freightliners, Kenworth, factories, John Deere, Evergreen Implement, factories produce for organic and ranch and homes, farmers, ranchers, cotton fields, tomatoes, oranges, apples, asparagus. Those are laborers there. Those are by hand. Weeding, trolling, tractoring, tilling, plowing, overturning. And then you come in here, you got due process with an individual contract, stores, fast food restaurants, and they have containers, pallets, down to them, and they have all the equipment, sanitized tables, technology that inspects the fries, stealth fries, potato wedges, crisp cuts, and stealth fries, straight fries, crisp cuts, hash browns, and they're always having an issue one way or another. And yeah, the safety is very important. A life is important than money. Having life, safety is the first step. Safety. You don't want to have nobody losing arms or legs or fingers, toes. You have steel-toe boots around the forklift, steel-toe boots, and soil-based boots. Combat boots are accepted. Military composite, which is steel alloy that's in your boot, that protects your toes, all 5 toes, and also your feet for warmth. Waterproof feeding is preferred. Anything in a foot, 2 feet of water required with water-resistant boots. Combat boots with composite. You can have waterproof boots with composite steel casting towing on top of waterproof, which is strongly recommended. People hardly see that because they're officially a very recommended boot, very expensive boot, warranted actually. Those are White's boots. White's boots provide services, and they do make their boots, fabricate the boots in triple E, double E, and also arrowheads, which are hunting boots, and EGFs, and EGFs are vibrants that considered recommend stand behind their name. Now these boots are used for the railroad. You can use it for the electrical conduit. They got mesh webbing for it. So it means when you get electrocuted, you got electrical wiring in it, which grounds you. So when electrical charge goes through you, it goes right through you into another. You're not a ground. You're used as a conductor. So basically, you live to see another day. These fabs and these electrical wiring and ground resistors that you carry on you, on your boots, are strongly recommended, because you're in the area of importing, exporting, and dealing with utilities that you're exposed to, that you have no other choice to have safety. So safety is number one issue. And most of these people in society don't realize what people are exposed to, because you have to maintain equipment and also have precautions in dealing with all the individual setups they have going on with safety. You don't want to get high insurance and you got low, they charge you low prices because you have no driver record. You don't have no violations, no accident reports, and you do have all the opportunity on the job description which gives you the pay, the wage, and that wage job description reflects on your abstract manifest record and your social security number, which is run on your driver's license and CDL. Anytime you get pulled over, anytime you come in the courthouse, it shows up on the computer systems, knowing that Social Security office knows where you're at. Social Security office knows your manifest abstract record, knows your consistence, your moderate pay rate, your incoming and receiving money received. And all things are issues. So the Columbia Basin Railroad has great opportunities for individuals that have requested therapy for the boots. See it all the time. You got railroad constructors, people that pull the railroads, they have derail systems. The military comes in and assists on their natural disaster, picking up leakier containment railroad cars and fuel lines, gas, unleaded, and also liquor containment tankers are sometimes derailed, and the military comes in and helps out and assists maneuvering the activities they got going on. Now, Columbia Basin Railroad is 1801, right on Washington Potato occurrence connections with the 171, 302, and the 171 railroad systems. And in these units are attachments, connectors, which are connected to fuel lines, including gas lines where they fuel up as diesel. These engines are monitored, maintained, and inspected, and sent to a warehouse, railroad trestle, railroad yard, and processed and fixed and upgraded, as you can tell. You can tell all that upgrade. It looks pretty good.